Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to make a embellishment, or a page actually, for my journal that I'm making for my granddaughter for 2023, her photos for 2023. I saw this embellishment on a series that Miss Paintalot is doing. It's called a January's Idea Journal or something like that, but I'll put a link in the description box if you want to check that out. So this is going to be like an opening page that has some photos, and then it has a little tuck in the front where you can put more photos. So I'm using this double-sided paper, and I want to cut 1/2 inch off of each edge because the pages in the journal are like an A4 page open. This is an A4 page, so I want it to be a little bit less than the width of the whole page. So as I said, I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off of each edge. Okay, now I'm going to get my scoreboard. So I need to work out how wide this is now that I've trimmed it down. So I should have cut it down to 10.5. So I will do that. It just makes it easier to calculate the score lines. So my desk is not big enough to hold my trimmer and my on the back. Is there any difference? No. Okay, so let's trim that down to 10.5. See, it's not much off, but enough to make a difference when you're doing your folding. Okay, so if I've got 10.5, half of that is 5 1/4. So I want them to meet at 5 1/4. So I could just draw a line down there, I think. I might just draw a very faint line down there. I don't... okay. So 5 1/4. What's half of 5 and that? What's half of 5 1/4? That's 2.5, 2 5/8, 2 5/8. So if I score that at 2 5/8, and then score this one at, turn it around, I think it's probably the easiest, and score it at 2 5/8 that way. Okay, now I'm going to fold that on that score mark. Should fold it the other way so that I know I'm going to the line. Okay, try and keep that nice and straight along the edge. Okay, screw that. Then bring this one over to meet that. So that's going to come over there to meet up with that one. Like so. Make sure we've got that nicely folded and level before I burnish it. Okay, so that's going to open like that. Right. Now that is going to be attached inside of here. So I'm going to leave that page there and I'm going to put this on here. Now it's exactly the same height. Do I want that? Or do I want to give myself a little bit of leeway? I think I might just pop that up a little bit. I think I'll cut about 1/4 of an inch off the top of that. About there, let's say. Make sure that's nice and straight. That is not straight. Okay, so that is going to go on there like so. So we've got a little bit of room all the way around the page. Okay, so next up I'm going to ink around this, and then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch all around it. And when I've done that, I'll come back. I've done that, I've stitched around it and I've inked around it. So that's going to be the piece that goes onto the page, and I'm going to just attach that on the 3 sides, and I'm going to make a tag to go behind it. Now I have these 2 little tags that I have stitched around and inked, and I've backed them onto coffee dyed paper, but that's not necessary because I'm going to attach these here as little tuck spots. So they will sit on there like that, and I'll just attach them here. Do I want to put an eyelet and something off of that? I might. Yeah, let's do that. I haven't got many small eyelets left, so I think I might have to order some more of those. So I'll punch my hole in here. Just guesstimating the centre. And I'm just putting it in far enough that I'm not going to disturb that stitching that's on there. Now, it looks like the only ones that I've got. No, I've got some there. I'll use those. There's 2 there. 2 gold ones. Right, so pop that in the, before I do that I have to change the little nozzle thing on my crocodile. I don't want to go back. There we go. Right. These little ones are a bit fiddly to work with, and it doesn't help that my fingernails need cutting. I'll line that up and squash it down, and there we go. Same for this one. Okay. Now, I did get this lace out to put on it. It's a nice soft lace, and I'm hoping that it will feed through there okay. Let's cut some off. tie a knot there. Nice firm double knot just to be sure that it doesn't come undone. Okay, we'll do the same for this one. So this is a nice delicate little lace. All fingers and thumbs today. Things going in all directions. So let's cut that on a bit of an angle. And this one. So like so. And do the same for this one. Trim them down a bit. And this one. It's not very angled, is it? Right. So this lace came from my mum when she was having a clean out. Okay, so now I'm going to just attach these down the two sides to make a tuck. That on there, there, line it up. Something's not perfectly square, but it will be okay. I'll do the same for this side. I'm just going to burnish that stitching down. And this is going to go there, so I want the glue on here and here. And attach that there, like so. Burnish that glue down. Okay, so now I'm going to attach that to my page. So that is going to sit on there like that. See, the seam is there, so I've got about the same on each side. And as I said, I'm going to, I might make it as a side tuck. So I'm going to attach that, that and that, and I'll have a side tuck. I did print double-sided on this so that we've got a bit of something on the inside. I could have just used a plain paper and given myself like plain front. These would have been plain, but I thought I'd just do the double siding. And this paper is so pretty and decorative. You don't really need a lot of other embellishments on it, to be honest. So I'm just burnishing that glue down and make sure it stays there, because I do want to put a card in behind that. So the idea is that that will be held shut with a photo that will slip in there like so. Okay. Right, and then I've got room in here for more photos. Oh, I was going to put a pocket on there because I've got a lot of photos to put in there. So I'll do that. Do that first before I do the tag. Okay, so I'm going to use this for my pocket, and it's just printed on a normal copy of paper, so I'm going to reinforce that with a bit of cardstock behind it. Now I'm going to make this a gusseted pocket, so I'm going to come in 3/8 on that side and 3/8 on that side, 3/8 on the, or I might go 1/2 inch, no, go 3/8 on the bottom and 3/8 on the top. Okay. So fold those over. Mine's not straight. Might be more like it. That's a bit straighter. Fold that on the score mark and that on the score mark. Then I'm going to take my scissors and just nick the corners out. Now let's find the top. Oh, first of all, I'll cut this reinforcing, so I want that. Put that there like that, and I'm going to just mark that there. And then I'm going to put that there like that, and mark that there. So that's the size I want to cut that to. Okay. Let's see if it fits. Okay. Yes, it does. So I'm going to stick that in there, and that will make my pocket firmer than just plain paper. So this cardstock that I'm sticking in there is 300 GSM, so it's a nice sturdy card, and yeah, will help that pocket withstand the rigours of movements in and out. Get it in square. Okay, now there's the top, so I'm going to glue that down. I'm not going to put a thumb notch in this because the photos that I'm going to put in the pocket will easily stand up above the pocket. Okay, next trick is to ink and sew, so I'll go ahead and do that, and when I've got that completed, I'll come back. Okay, I've stitched around that. Now I'm going to attach that down here. I'm going to use another trick I learnt from Miss Paintalot, Miss P as she calls herself. That is, when you're attaching a pocket like this, attach your bottom first. And that's going to go, say, about there. make sure you've got it lined up and drop it down a bit. About there. Burnish that down. And then use a piece of washi tape, if you can find the end. Now, you're not going to see this washi tape, so it's a good chance to use up all those ones that come in a pack that you're not real keen on. And make it just as wide as that pocket. Put some glue on it because washi tape is by definition a removable tape. And we don't want this to move. Make sure we get it right down to the edges. And pop that over that edge, like so. And that stops anything from catching on that piece of paper as you're sliding things in and out. So I'm going to burnish that down. Then you can fold those in and glue it down. And when you stick things in the pocket, they're going to go right to the bottom. They're not going to stop halfway up. I should have probably inked the tops of these flaps because sometimes you can see them. So fold that up now and glue it down. And that will give us a pocket that we can slip things into that nothing's going to catch on. And as I said, I have got lots of photos to go in there, various photos, so they will fit in there nicely. And I'll have one to go on the front. I'm going to put that one over there, and I'm going to pick one of these. This one maybe where they're showing their trophy to sit in there, and then the rest of them, although I'll pick one more for maybe that one for the tag. So I'm going to make a card or journaling card to go in there, and then she can write on the back all about the dance comp. You can embellish on here, but I want them to stay shut fairly well, so that's why I've wanted the pattern paper on the inside. So I'm probably not going to do anything there. You could, you could put some labels or whatever you want. You could stamp up there. Anything you like, really. I think I might cut the thread off. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to make a journaling card to go in that pocket, that side pocket. I'm going to use this paper for my journaling card, and I'm going to double it. So it is double-sided printed, but I'm going to double it over so that it's nice and firm. And I want it to be 7 inches by 4.5. So I'm going to cut this at 9. And 7. Then I'm going to score it at 4.5. And we'll fold that over. Okay. make sure that fits in the pocket. Yes, it does. No problems there. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine now and I'm going to stitch this all the way around, thereby closing it up. I'm not going to worry about gluing it because the stitching will hold it in place. So stitching and then I'll ink. There we go. So now I was going to put a tab on the side using paper, you know, like a whale tail tab or something like that. But I thought, well, seeing as how I've already got lace on this page, why don't I put a lace tab on there? And if I had have had my wits about me, I would have done that before I stitched it. But I didn't. So I'm just going to cut that about like that. And I'm going to glue it on both sides, so around the page or around the tag like that. Okay, let's see how we go. Which is the right side? That's the right side. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm just going to put a little run of glue there. And one here, and pop that about the middle, so about like that, and fold this one over and bring that about like that. Wipe that glue off of there. Okay, so that looks pretty enough. Okay, so let's see what we've got. There we go, so that goes in there. It's right in. And just the little tab pokes out. And then we've got our flip out here with our pocket there. We have got two tuck spots there. Now I'm going to use a photo to keep mine shut, but you can use lots of different things. Like, for example, I've got this tag that could sit there and do the job. This postcard, I don't think it fits that way, but it would fit that way. So a journaling card, sorry, not a postcard. An envelope, you could pop an envelope down in there, that works well. Or a pocket. So lots of different ways to keep that closed. So that's my project for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed creating this little embellishment actually. It's been quite fun. And as I said, I will pop a link in the description box to the video where I saw this created. So thank you for being here, and I hope you can join me when I post my next video. Okay, bye.